What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome back.
Hi, welcome back.
Holiday season's coming up. Did you get your gifts? I didn't. I wait till last second for the sales. But anyway,
Same.
right now, millennials are the highest spenders in using credit cards for holiday gifting, and that is actually verified from the New York Post. So we're gonna get into videos like that of the holiday spending. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Because according to this article, a study from the New York Post has verified that millennials are relying on credit cards to fund their holiday spending.
yeah,
This is not okay.
yeah.
This is why most of y'all go broke during Christmas season. Like, people do not need a gift that bad. And no, your mom doesn't need a Birkin bag. It's okay to get her something less expensive. She's still special. There's other ways to show her that.
Yeah.
What?
Like that one time that your sister got your mom a bird.
A bird, a Michael Kors bag.
And then the bird died.
I'm not gonna win the favorite daughter contest,
Nope.
but guess what? I'm not in debt.
Nope.
And there's other ways to be grateful and give.
That's why I like that my family loves how I just get them stuff from Five Below. They're just being nice.
It's something. It's a thought that counts. Like, it really is. And I'm going to need you to just put the credit card down. Leave it at home. Just stop using it. Close out the Amazon tab and watch this video because we're going to need your full attention. Just put it down because I can see it in your hand. I can see you. I can literally see you.
You think they just have Amazon open the same time as this video?
Yes. I bet one of y'all do. And if you do, then you need to comment right now because I can see you. You're wearing a black shirt. You're looking at me like, can she really see me? Like, yes, I can.
I'm actually right behind you right now. Turn around. Actually, don't turn around. To make it easier for me. You're not going to survive this night.
No, for real though, that people that get in these habits, it's not always that they're just dumb. Like, some people want to make you believe. It's just that they don't know. And if you don't know, then it's like hard to rewire your brain to think a certain way. So it's important to give people compassion.
Yeah.
This is why we share this information.
Yep. All right, let's get into it. New York Post, get out my face. You have a lot of tabloids. Yeah.
Yeah. Too many.
You want to know a secret about how I paid off my credit card debt in less than a year and still saved money and still bought the things that I love?
Oh, no.
2 words. Sinking funds. I had never heard of these before I started paying off debt. And I tell you, when I heard about the concept of sinking funds, my mind was blown. Sinking funds are all of those non-monthly expenses that we kind of tend to forget about, and then when they roll around, we act surprised and then usually end up putting that money on a credit card. Things like vacations, holidays, our car breaking down, the cat's having to go to the vet. Those are things that we should know we're going to need to pay for eventually. So it's a lot easier to save up for them a little bit at a time rather than trying to pay them all in full at once.
Yo, so you tell me an emergency fund? Saving for emergencies?
Yeah.
That new to y'all?
It's not cool.
People find out in their own time.
Yeah, just save up for these things.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say for real. Because like this is a sinking fund, aka rainy day money, aka emergency fund.
Yeah, because we kind of need to just, if you know that these are gonna come around, especially Christmas comes every year, birthdays, all of this, then you need to make a plan on like what you're gonna get already and just try to save up for that.
Truly, you know what? This is a new revolution for me, and it should be for you too, guys. If you guys know that holidays or certain things are going to come up that you need to spend money on or whatever, start saving when the year starts. That first paycheck of the year, start saving it.
Exactly.
And take out what you need and save it. Just save. That's what it is. I don't know how to add extra stuff. Just save. Just save money for the extra stuff you need.
Yeah, and like, you know what? If you can't even afford a gift, then like, oh well. There's other ways to show people that you care about them. And if they care about you and you tell them like, I'm sorry, I can't afford a gift, but I'm trying to work on like getting myself in a better spot. If they care about you, then they'll be supportive of that. And they'll just like that you're there. They'll appreciate your company.
Exactly. That's all I gotta say.
Yep.
Go to the next video because we're trying to keep short today.
We did not start from the bottom.
We did.
How to get Christmas presents when you're broke. Or do anything fun, concerts, because you're broke from spending your money on other people. Okay, selfless.
Whoa.
This is healthy
What's
credit card
happening?
tips that they literally teach you nowhere. I'm 20. I have an excellent credit score. I'm not being cocky. It literally says excellent. And I want you guys to have one too because credit is so important. Like, I literally had no idea. So gather round. Okay, let me first start off by saying do not go crazy getting Christmas presents if you're broke. Trying to explain this in the simplest way possible. So there's a credit card limit, obviously. So with a credit card, that's your money, because it's in your name. If you don't pay it back, you're screwed. Have a credit card limit, and your credit card limit could be $10,000. I said this in my other videos about credit. I have a playlist, but I use my credit cards like a debit card. So basically, let's say I get paid every 2 weeks, and I don't have enough money until my paycheck comes in. I know how much money I'm going to be getting from my paycheck, so I can charge that money on my credit card before I get paid. Then when I get paid, I can just pay it off. Now, obviously for bigger things like Christmas, if I'm spending $2,000 for Christmas, I'm not going to be able to pay that off with my paycheck. So they give you time to pay it off. You can make a minimum payment, which you don't want to do. Try to always make more than the minimum payment, because otherwise you're going to get caught in interest, and that's when credit cards can get you in trouble, because then you're paying more than you actually have to pay. Awesome. Forgot to take that off my hand. During the Christmas season is when I spend the most on my credit cards. So I'm definitely spending more than I'm earning in this month. But with a credit card, I can get that all paid off within 2 months. I'm just leaving that on now, by the way. Just ignore it, okay? And I pay that off in 2 months by paying more than the minimum payment. Got it? And honestly, a lot of the stuff I could buy with my debit card. Like, I do have the money in my bank account and my checking, but I just put it on my credit card because I want my credit to increase. Unless you're super rich, but clearly if you're watching this video, you're not. You're gonna need credit to buy a house. You're gonna need credit to buy a car. I'm rooting for you. Maybe you will get like super rich and then you don't. But credit is so important for those things. Really shows like the responsibility of a person and how you pay everything off, you know? To give you a timely manner. I hope that somewhat made sense. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll answer them in the comments. Okay, bye. Mwah.
Okay.
Yeah. How much? I honestly now I got asked a question. How much more of a monthly payment, of a minimum payment, do you need to make so they don't interest charge you? You know, kind of like just pay like $1 extra.
I have never heard of that because, like, I thought that as long as you had a balance, then the interest is going to be there.
I'm pretty sure it's a minimum payment. So I guess it depends on the credit card.
Not with me.
Not with you.
Because before, when I used to have a balance on my credit card, I would pay the minimum payment, and then the interest would still post.
I think it might also be amount, and also it depends on the company.
Yeah.
But because I remember sometimes they would not hit with a minimum payment because I paid more than minimum payment. I mean, with the fee. Because, yeah. Anyway, and I'm going to be real. I'm going to say this because I do kind of agree with the whole, some of his comments here saying, you know, they don't teach this in school.
Yeah, they don't.
I heard some of the stuff from school. It's not that.
Bit.
A little bit. They don't go over it completely. They go over it a little bit. Some of y'all just weren't listening.
No, that's true.
Admit that. Let's admit that because they did go over it. I realized they kind of got into stock a little bit. They didn't talk about it. They said stock, this, that credit card. They didn't see everything.
Yeah.
But they taught enough.
It's just that, like, especially the financial management class being half of the year only in one grade is just like, it's not going to stick with you, and they don't like drill it in your head.
Nope.
And they only go into like very little detail. So
They benefit for it. They ain't going to teach kids about finance stuff because then how loan sharks going to get their money?
I don't know. They won't.
Exactly. Anyway.
This one is real though. My budget for Christmas like $50. Same.
Dang, for
Actually
real.
less than that.
I got like $10 in savings. I'm not using it.
Dang. But this is, what did she say? So she's keeping the balance on the credit card to fund Christmas, but she's only making the minimum payment?
She's making a little bit. She's making more than minimum payments.
Oh, wait. But she has the money in her account, but she's keeping it there?
So basically, she knows the money that she has coming in. That's when she uses it. Uses it. And she only uses as much as her paycheck's going to be.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. It makes sense. It's not the best thing to do, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah, don't keep the balance on your credit card, like, all the time. Because, like I said in the last video, there's other ways to build credit, and you should only use this with, like, a credit card should be used for only small purchases that you already have the money for, and as soon as it posts, you pay it off in full. And that's just practical if you can.
Yeah.
Just hopefully, like, if it's an emergency, I get if you don't have the money in the account, but, like, that should be rare.
Yeah. Anyway, probably get on to the next clip.
Not Christmas funding.
No.
We have the credit card conversation every single year, so now seems like a good time to have it again. This comment was left underneath the video where I was talking about my no buy rules for 2025. It says, using credit card for daily spending is smarter, especially if you get points. Just pay it off daily. So in the context of reining in overspending and wanting to more mindfully spend, let's talk about the rewards that you would get from spending $200 a week if you had the credit cards that gave you the most benefits. Using the amounts that I provided in my no buy rules, my weekly allowance is $200, $85 for food, $65 for transportation, and then $50 for miscellaneous other. I'm going to assume that we're using a different credit card for each of these categories. That way we maximize the amount of cash back we get. So for groceries, 6%, for transportation, 5%, and for everything else, 1.5%. If I spend exactly $200, I will earn $9.10 in rewards, which is great. However, what are the odds that I overspend by $10?
This wasn't a math question, but I gotta say this. I'm gonna be real. That's why I go to her for more financial stuff. He comes from me for a somewhat entertainment. I don't think I'm funny, but I don't know anything about percentages. I'm gonna be real. It's the hardest thing for me.
Yeah, I don't really do. Oh, sorry. I don't really do percentages like that, but I'm pretty sure, like, with percentages, I just look it up online if I can't calculate it. And then, like, I would just use that. Because it's actually pretty easy to just calculate it online.
Yeah. That's all I wanted to say. Sorry, guys. See my video.
It's pretty high, but let's assume that I'm not going to overspend. And in order for me to not overspend using a credit card, what I'm going to do and what I have found that I need to do is I need to track my transactions in real time immediately after I make the purchase. And then before I make my next purchase, I need to relook at what I've already calculated and make sure that I know what my actual balance is on my card before I make the next purchase. Why? Because my brain just does that. So assuming I'm putting in all of that work, here's what it'll earn me. Monthly, I'll earn nearly $40 in cash back. Yearly, I'll earn nearly $473.20. Personally, I don't think so. I think that the level of effort I would need to put in order to stay within my budget while using a credit card is not worth $473 a year. $473 is just a bad afternoon with access to a credit card. Some people hear that and they think, well, maybe you're not smart enough to use a credit card. Maybe you shouldn't have access to this. If you just need to get it together, you need to find more discipline. You need to figure it out. My brain doesn't work like that. My brain's not going to work like that. And I'm okay with that situation. I'm fine with it. I've made my peace. I have decided that the $473 is not going to break me. But Rebecca, what's the point in having credit cards if you're not even going to use them? Well, one, I get credit cards for the intro offers more than the day-to-day rewards. Two, I do use my credit cards. My credit cards are set to pay my monthly bills. They're very predictable. I know exactly how much it's going to be, and I just have it on auto pay. It's important to remember that credit cards are a tool, and what is smartest for me when it comes to credit cards might not be what's smartest for you when it comes to credit cards.
And right there, truly, I also agree. Because even when I'm a super real, I was using my credit card willy-nilly. And that put me in a position that I'm not comfortable with that much. No, comfortable with. I mean, I'm dealing with it. And it's just put me in a disadvantage. I didn't get enough points back. I didn't get enough cash back.
Nope.
It's never enough. That's too much work to get all that back. Because at that point, you can just save the money and you already have it.
Exactly. What you should be doing is just making those small purchases that you will already be making, and then, like, in the end, you'll see that you have, maybe it could be probably not even 100 if you're not spending that much. Well, maybe over the course of a year, but like per month, it might be like around $10 or $20, depending on how much you spend. And then you'll be able to cover like small purchases with that. So it does pay you back, but there's no reason to be going into debt just to get points and then like using those. It's just getting you in such a bad situation and bad habits.
For real.
Next.
I don't know about y'all, but this is my most credit card Christmas yet. Cash flow is not what it used to be. So we're credit card Christmas, and that being said, there's one I gotta find. It ain't on my inside. Okay. So, cheers.
What does she have to find?
I don't even realize. I'm gonna read this comments. Honestly, I wasn't really paying attention to her video. I'm sorry. It's only 20 seconds. She didn't really say much.
No.
Yep.
Not Klarna and Affirm. We just talked about Afterpay and stuff.
See, and this is why I still don't know if Walmart still does this. This is why you do layaway within the middle of the year, because you see that this economy ain't what it used to be. Money, the dollar don't go as far as it used to. You go to Walmart, you put that mess on layaway. I don't know how long they started. I don't know when it usually is.
Yeah.
Pay that mess throughout the year, whatever, if they let you. And then boom, you don't have to worry about it like this.
I'm not really familiar with how layaway works, though.
Yeah, well, my family used to layaway a lot because we were kind of broke, but it had enough money to put aside for the stuff. It was just easier to use layaway, so you always had it confirmed, and you didn't have to worry about not having it to get it or whatever.
I wonder what the catch is, because I feel like there's a catch. Like, if you're not able to go through with the entire purchase, will they charge you or like keep the money that you put in already?
Probably. I gotta look it up. I don't know how it works. I was a kid, and I don't know if still have it, but layaway was really important for Christmas for my family. It helped us out a lot, especially during the recession. So yeah, but here's another thing. Stop. It's just sometimes you gotta get your kid a smaller toy. Maybe they'll also enjoy. Maybe they won't. Oh well. They'll learn the spirit of Christmas soon. They'll learn the spirit of Christmas today.
Because remember, the kids are usually like this because of the parents. They expect to have like certain things for Christmas, and it's because the parents promise those things or just want to give those things to them. But if you're not in the position where you can, then you should just go over like all the finances with the kids so that what?
Tax class for my kids.
It's just that so that they're aware, so it's not like they cry every time they don't get what they want.
Yeah.
Because I know like kids really just want a stable environment, and they need to learn to be grateful for what they do have.
Yeah. I didn't get a lot of stuff as a kid, and you know what? Thug it out, dog. I ain't dead.
Yeah.
I'm living. I didn't get what I wanted. There was what I got.
As a kid, because of how I was raised, because I was also raised like that, like you get what you want, you work hard to get what you want, and that's it. And so I would ask for stuff, and then if it's like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to get presents, like a lot of presents this year, maybe I would cry. I probably wouldn't care, honestly.
So I'm glad I figured out Santa wasn't real. So that's like a younger age, because my mom's like, oh, you don't know Christmas, you don't believe Santa no more, do you? Like, no. It's like, all right, I'm gonna be real, dog. I ain't got no money for that. So it's just a dog. That's my dialect, but I don't got money for that. And then like, do you want anything else? Like, yeah, I'll take that. That's fine. You gotta learn to deal with it, and also if you can't get your kid anything, honestly, being there will matter way more in the future than getting them a toy. They're gonna be sad for now, but if you're there, they gotta have memories of being there. That's what matters the most.
Maybe I would have cried, maybe not, but like I would understand, especially now that I'm grown up. And then if I look back, and then it's like, well, I had a stable environment, that's good. So I'm glad that I didn't get what I wanted that year, because it would have put my family in a bad situation. You don't want that. I would have probably appreciated just the experiences more anyway, because when you look at it, most of the toys that I got as a kid, I didn't even play with. I didn't even open most of them. I just wanted it to look at it.
I played with a lot of them. I played with so much for so long they broke. So I don't know about you, but about me, I enjoyed any toy I got as a kid. So
it just depends. If you are broke, normalize just having everyone just give like 1 or 2 gifts based on what they can afford. Maybe a few handmade gifts here and there, cheap gifts, and maybe like 1 more expensive gift.
Hey, you know what? In comments down below, tell us, what's a time when you wanted a certain gift and you got something else, and tell us if you enjoyed it more than the other time.
Yeah.
But also, I want to say this one thing: if you can't get your kid a gift that they wanted, and they still have, and like you say, you get them clothes, but they still have clothes that fit.
Please.
You're dumb. My family did that to me so many times. I have so many pairs of pants from high school in there just because I never had to wear them because I have denim pants I wash every week. They have not fallen apart yet. I still got some from freaking like not 7th grade, like 10th, 11th grade because I stopped growing. I had hit my final height in like 9th grade, so I'm like 6'1". So
don't get me any more clothes. You only need to get your kids clothes when they're growing. Yeah. After that, they really don't need any more. And then I'm weird because some of the stuff I can still fit from elementary school, even though I've grown. Yeah. So I don't know.
Like, I'm not, no joke. I sometimes when I'm going through my closet, I find things that have tags on them from like 2018.
Bruh. Just please stop wasting the money on this stuff.
All right, let's get to the next video. Jeez Louise.
Gen Z is drowning in debt as buy now, pay later services skyrocket. They're continuing to bury their heads in the sand and spend. More shoppers than ever are on the track to use buy now, pay later options this holiday season, as the ability to spread out payments looks attractive at a time when Americans still feel the lingering effects of inflation and already have record high credit card debt. Adobe Analytics predicts that shoppers will spend 11.4% more this holiday season using buy now, pay later options than they did a year ago. This option can be particularly appealing to those who have low credit scores or no credit history, such as young shoppers, because most of the companies providing the services run only soft credit checks and don't report the loans. Klarna, Afterpay, and Affirm are three of the biggest buy now, pay later companies. But consumer advocates warn that shoppers who sign up for the payment plans using a credit card can be hit with more interest and fees. That's because the shopper opens themselves up to interest on the credit card payment. These plans lead to consumers overextend themselves because, for example, not paying full price upfront leaves in a shopper's mind at least more money for smaller purchases. For merchants, they like it because retailers have found that customers are more likely to have bigger cart sizes or to convert from browsing to checking out when buy now, pay later is offered. The reality is that the increased cost of living and inflation have put more people in a situation where they already rely on revolving credit. Psychographics of buy now, pay later may be different, but people don't think of it as debt, but it is. Miss a payment, you can get fees, interest, and the possibility of being locked out for using those services in the future. Credit card balances are up more than 50% for Gen Z and millennial members since March of 2022. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit guilty of this, mainly because I felt that, I did kind of end up in a depression because of the whole election results, and I felt like, what's the point? So I just was spending money, and signing up for services and not caring because it's like, who knows what the future is going to hold? Might as well make myself happy and buy people lots of Christmas gifts because, it is the giving season. So I know I need to slow down, but it wouldn't be this way if employees or employers would just pay us what we are worth. Exactly. And stop just paying us the minimum they can get away with.
And I really feel like that's why the economy's crashing so bad.
Yeah.
Because we're not being paid enough.
Exactly.
That's exactly what it always have been, but they'll deny it and say it's something else like immigrants or something. It's stupid to me.
Yeah.
But we gonna be all right. Like that's what happened last time someone was elected, that's how it became the anthem. So
yep,
if things go bad, just remember that we're gonna be all right and it's gonna get better.
Yeah, that's why if you're really scared, just set yourself up in the investments and all of that, because doom spending is not going to help at all.
All I gotta say is the only thing that needs to stand is the Federal Reserve at the end of the day.
Dang. But look, it's still okay to give. Like, we should always be encouraging giving rather than constantly buying for ourselves. But I feel like the giving needs to be meaningful out of the kindness of your heart, and when you know that you're going to be in a good situation regardless, like if you give or not.
Yeah. So here's the thing at the end of the day. Buy now, pay later is the worst. They may have got rid of away for that. I feel like they have.
Yeah.
Because that makes the most sense. Because they got the money section in the middle of the aisles now. So
exactly.
It's in the middle of the checkout lane. So now I'm thinking they ain't got No more.
I don't know, but I just know that the buy now and pay later stuff needs to just stop. Just because you can afford the minimum payment does not mean you can afford it. If it's $400, $500, it's still gonna be $500 whether you spend it over time or not, because when you look at it, that money could have been invested. And if it's like half $1,000, that's still a lot of money that could have turned into more of that.
I looked it up. Layaway was taken away in 2021. Continue.
Well, that sucks. Oh wait.
They do karma. They do
I don't
karma
know.
and pay later now. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, it sucks. That sucks. That is horrible. But yeah, the fact that people are considering this not debt, you bought it, you do have to pay it back. How is it not debt?
It's dead. It's a payday loan technically, if you think about it.
And they can still report that once you miss a payment, they can report it to collections and they can garnish your wages.
Yep.
Pay back this mess and don't use it ever again.
At this point, go to Rent a Center if you're gonna be doing that mess.
Yeah.
At least because you
Rent
gotta
to
learn your
own.
lesson. You gotta learn your lesson. They're gonna rent that out. They're gonna put mad interest on it. You don't lose it. You lose. You're gonna lose it if you don't pay it.
Exactly.
Teach you a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I gotta say. I'm sorry.
Put the credit card down.
Violence. That's all I gotta say, guys.
Well, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video with all your friends. Like right now before they do Christmas shopping. Right now.
Yeah. Bring back layaway. Free to layaway. Free to layaway. Free layaway. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Thank you so much for viewing this video.
Yeah, and please get us to 1,000 subscribers.
I was gonna say that.
Oh, I didn't know. You usually skip it.
I kind of yap sometimes. Sorry. Yeah, and get the video up to like lowballing 700 views.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna say a different number each time.
Give us this for Christmas. And we appreciate you, so we're giving you this for Christmas.
A video.
Yes.
My presence is the best thing. My presence is a gift to you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Wrong hand. They can't see it. Bye, guys.
Bye. I can still see you. You have blue eyes and a black shirt. Put it down. Put the credit card down.